want to, we'll come up with something else. Okay.
Rachel, I have a question.
Yes, Barbara.
Since this is administration issues, over Christmas break, you continued with review sessions with us. What are you doing this summer?
I'm taking this summer off.
Oh, okay.
So some of the beginning classes, I think, are continuing. In fact, I did summer with my original beginning class way back, whatever that semester was. This summer, since you guys are, you're advanced, quite honestly, and I will tell you that I've reviewed the intermediate curriculum, and we've done virtually everything in the intermediate curriculum too. So you guys have come a really long way, and I don't think you need me every week to keep you able to read smoothly. I think you just need to practice. And the question will be for you guys in the fall, is there a class that's appropriate, or whether you guys are just far enough along that that's not the case. Now, so the goal of all of these Hebrew classes was to teach women to literally learn the letters and read, B, get them comfortable reading more smoothly, and C, get them comfortable with Shabbat morning services, Friday night services, the prayer book, and a comfort level with all of that. Once we accomplish those goals, we kind of say, okay, you don't need to be in a class anymore. You can go free and read, and go free and sing, and go free and feel comfortable with your prayer book in the synagogue, right? It's not really the intent to continue to have class, past that level. Now, there are some plans in the works to have programming about that are sort of an offshoot or augmenting these classes. So for instance, I did not spend a lot of time on the liturgy of the Friday night or Shabbat morning service. We spent our time on learning to read it or chant it. So we might have some programs on that. I can't think of another good example, but you kind of get the gist. Edith, you have a question?
No, I have a comment. We had a class just last night about studying together. And Geraldine and I have been doing that with the Hebrew. We've been working together, and it's been wonderful. We both feel like we've advanced. And at this point, I think if the class members would buddy up, it would be very effective, I'm sure.
I think that's a grand idea. Absolutely. Anyone else? Thoughts, comments, questions? Okay. So I'm going to give you a choice. Should we do Ashrei first? Should we do Yigdal first? So those who want to do Ashrei first, raise your hand. Nobody wants to do Ashrei first. Well, okay, I got my book open to the wrong page. Let me change the page.
I do have a question. Which night or which time are Geraldine and Edith going to be on the panel that I'm so excited about seeing, if I can remember when it is? Did you talk about that already?
No, I didn't.
I think it's Thursday the 19th. Is that right? 6:30 Eastern
that
time?
one. Yes. The Jews of color. Yes.
Yes.
Women, yes.
Yeah, it's the 19th.
I'm
At
signed up for
7:30.
it, looking forward.
7:30 Eastern, I think.
Eastern.
Yes.
Yeah.
6:30 Central.
Yes.
Okay.
So is there just one panel and with everyone coming on at the beginning? Edith, Geraldine, do you happen to know?
Yes.
Yeah,
there's one panel, there are four of us.
Okay,
yeah.
A rabbi, a cantor,
and you
and the two most important Hebrew students you'll
I know.
Exactly.
Well, I had to say that I felt very blessed that I looked at the information about the program, and I'm like, I know 50% of that panel. Okay.
That was so cool. I'm sorry for interrupting, but I wanted to make
I'm
sure I
glad you
didn't
did.
forget. Yeah.
I'm glad you did. I need to keep it in mind because Geraldine had to remind me that it was even there.
Well, and
We've been busy. It's been busy, so it's kind of like.
Well, Edith, you're already converted, right?
Yes.
Okay, so it's just Geraldine, and you're coming up next month or when?
Yeah.
June 21st is when I go before the
debate
din, and guess what, Edith? Rabbi Poe will be on my Senate court. Okay.
Yeah.
And then the mikvah in Baltimore. That's June 21st, and the 25th is a service where I hope to be able to read that portion of Torah. I'm gonna read that portion of Torah.
You
Let me
will.
stop saying it. I'm gonna read that Torah. I'm gonna read that.
This is very exciting.
Yeah, very.
So,
Geraldine, what is your official I'm converted date?
June 21st.
That is the official conversion date?
That's right. Isn't that when it happens when you go to the Bet Din and then you go, then you take a little dive and you go up and down and say your blessings. Yeah.
Yes.
Go like that with my hair to make sure all the water is through my hair.
Yeah.
And Geraldine, do you get to choose a Hebrew name? Have you chosen a Hebrew name?
Ella Shevet Margalit.
Beautiful. And Edith, what's your Hebrew name?
Eliora.
Very nice.
Beautiful names.
Yeah. Well, we obviously have.
We didn't have any saying our.
I didn't hear you.
Yeah, Marlene, your audio is really kind of funky.
Yeah, it was last night. So it was hard to hear her.
So was there
I missed class last night?
Last night? Okay, yeah. Well, I'm so happy that we were able to support you both and that you both ended up in this class. So, because obviously we are very warm and welcoming, and it's so we just lucked out to have both of you.
Well, I'm proud that I started out with you, and I was fortunate enough to be in the class that we went all summer long, so you deserve a break.
Thank you.
I just have one more quick thing to say. Is anybody else getting emails from the White House? If you're not in favor of this administration, I apologize, but from the White House Jewish engagement team?
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
No, I would like to.
So I can probably give you a link.
I would appreciate it.
I'll try to figure out how the next time I get invited to something, but they have.
I can do it.
Okay, great. They have a lot of programs, and one of them, they had a program during Black History Month, right at the end of Black History Month. And it was, did you go to that, Edith?
No, I haven't been attending. I really haven't. Really cool. I went the first time. It was when the judge passed away, and after that, I haven't been back.
Oh, then I think you've been doing it longer than I have, because I probably didn't start until this year, and maybe January, February timeframe. Anyway, so, but a lot of the people on the panel were Black, and but a fair number of them were also Jewish, because the group is a Jewish engagement team. And one of them said, and I can't remember which one, but I could probably find out. I think she's in San Francisco. Mentioned the statistics, which are relatively high, higher than I would have guessed. It ranges between 7% and 20% of the Jewish American population, depending, I guess, on where you are in the country. Wow. I guess a Pew report would be, might tell us better, but sure. Which is not our goal in this class. But I just thought it was really cool. I mean, I have a fair number of Black people in my family, at least on my dad's side, and by all means, through intermarriage a few generations ago, through adoption, through all kinds of things. But I just get really excited when I hear about it. So, all right, I'm really done now.
Would you
I'm
please?
glad you mentioned that because I will pay attention and I will send the link to you, Marjorie.
Will you send
Thanks,
the link?
Edith.
Maybe send it to all
I got
of
the
us.
link, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
sure,
I'd like to get the
sure.
link too.
I'd be glad to. Well,
that would
I'll
be
send
great.
it to you
Send it to
first.
Rachel,
I'll
and
send it
Rachel
to you, Rachel, and
Yeah,
then
and I can
you
include
know
it.
you have all the
Sure.
emails.
Okay. Barbara, did you have something too?
I don't know about the Jews of Color program that Geraldine and Edith are on. Did I miss that? Not reading
It was
The
in,
women-
It's in the
all the way to the
newsletter.
bottom. It was way at the bottom. And I need to look for it again so I can.
I can
find it.
include that too.
Yeah, that'd be
It's in the newsletter.
Yeah.
That went past me. Maybe
It's in the newsletters, so I will try to include that information.
Is
And
it
I
going to
think
be
they're also
virtual?
supposed to, once you register, send you a link to Beyond the Counter Perspectives and Lived Experiences of Jews of Color as a report. You don't have to print it out, but to read some of the information might be quite informative because it's not just Blacks who are Jews of Color, there's an array. So some of the statistics that are in this report are interesting as well.
Okay. Well, this is very interesting. All right, ladies. So we're gonna do Yigdal first. Okay, give me a second to get my screens organized.
Boy, were you right about slowing her down.
Yeah, she's way too.
She does a lovely pronunciation job, but it is quick.
Yeah.
Yes,
She is
it's
too fast.
She's too fast. Okay, so we'll all have a prayer book. So let's see, it's on page 62 in Lev Shalem. It's on page 326 or 53 in Sim Shalom, depending on which version of Sim Shalom you have. So 326 or 53 in Sim Shalom. Okay, I'm going to share my screen. Okay. I'm going to make you guys bigger. Can I do that? I don't know if I could do that.
What were those pages numbers? There's construction outside my house.
Okay, so in Lev Shalem, we are looking at page 62. In Sim Shalom, is that the book you have? Is that good? Okay, everybody good? All right, so I have her on 75% speed. Do you want me to slow her down to half speed?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, please.
I think first time through, that's it. All right, so maybe, you know what? Here, let's read it first before we have her sing to us, all right? So let's just read, we're gonna read. I'm gonna call on you guys. You can read half a line or a whole line. So I'm looking at Lev Shalem, and so each line is, about 4 words long, a comma, then the rest of the line in a period. I think different books have it differently. So like the book she has, it's the whole line all the way across to a period. But read what you're comfortable with. And and if you want to pass, say pass. Okay, so some of you are muted. Be sure to unmute before you start. Barbara, will you start us?
I wasn't even the first one to arrive today.
She wants to start out with the
That's
right.
why you're starting.
Good, yeah.
Oh, because I was late, right, Geraldine? Okay, excuse me for interrupting. So
you guys are just a hoot. That's all I'm gonna say.
Okay, at least you're not giving me demerits for complaining. Yigdal Elohim Hai v'yishtaba nimtza ve'en etel metzuto. Metziuto.
There you go. Metziuto. And lovely. Thank you so much. Mary Ellen, will you read the next?
Yes. Echad v'ein yakid.
Yeah.
Yakid.
There you go.
Yeah. Yakid. Ki hudo Nelam, V'gam, Ein, Sof, Le'ach, Duto.
That was so good, Mary Ellen. Your chet and your is so improved. That was really excellent.
That's from shooting spitballs in high school. Sorry about that. Barbara started it with Damaris.
Excuse me, Mary Ellen.
You guys are too funny. Connie, if you want to read, we unmute.
Sure. Elo lemut haguf.
Okay, slow down. This the third. Do the third word again.
Elo damut. Oh, yeah, damut.
Yeah, yeah, you're right. I must have misheard it.
Damut haguf no goof. Lo na roch ne lav.
A love, yes.
Kedushato.
Very good. Excellent. Thank you. Audrey?
Oh. Kadmon, Lachal, Davar, Asher, Nivra. Oh, and one more. Rishon, the Ain, Ra, Shot.
Ray. Try again.
Right, Ray Shot.
Sheet. You see the one
Ray
dot?
Sheet. I do. Sorry, Ray Sheet. La Ray Sheet. La Ray Shito.
Perfect. I just want to say, Audrey, you've come so far. There were no extraneous, I won't say what those sounds used to be. This was great.
Thank you. I used to grunt, you guys. No, that wasn't it.
Marjorie, would you like to read the next?
Of course. Chano.
So there's one dot under that hey. So for an E. He.
Oh, Hino. I'm so sorry. My finger was covering the dot. Stupid. I start again. Hino, Adon, Alum, Vikal.
So there's no dot in the middle, so it's a Vichal.
Vichal. No tsat.
No tsar.
Sorry, no sar.
You're doing great.
Yora.
Re.
Yore. Gidulato. Umalk Huto.
Perfect. Umalchuto. Yes. Very nice. Marlene, if you want to read, you have to unmute.
Yes, I will try.
We cannot understand you.
Computer problems. Can you hear
Marlene,
me?
your audio is really messed up.
Okay.
Take off your video and let's see if it gets better. So turn off your video and let's just try the audio.
Can you hear me now?
So much better. Yeah.
All right. Well, nobody needs to see my face anyway.
Well, imagine it. We just saw it. So go ahead.
Thank you, Rachel. Takes a village. So we're starting with Shefa.
Shefa, yeah.
Shefa nefu ato nitano.
Perfect.
El Hanse. Anshe.
Anshe. The dot is on.
Oh, like Anshe Chesed. El
Yes.
Anshe. Segulato. Vitifarto.
Thank you. Very good. Okay. Geraldine, unmute if you want to read.
Look it up. Here we go. Okay. Locam.
Calm.
Locam. The Israel Kemoshe Ad.
Ode.
Ode.
You see that O?
Let's just do ode. Okay. All right. Nabi.
Mm-hmm.
Umad Bit. Is that right?
Umabit. Beat.
Umabit.
So, yeah.
Et. Tamu. No.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Tamu Nato.
Very good. Exactly. Thank you. Lenore, do you want to read? It's up to you.
Yes. You're on Torat.
Yes.
Torat emet natan la'amo eo. Al yad nevio ne'eman beito.
Beautiful. Thank you. Edith, will you read?
Lo Yakal Yet Yef
Leaf. Yachalif.
Yakalif.
You see that? Okay.
Yes, I was going to the yud, skipping the leaf. Yakalif. Ha'el Velo Yamir
Yes.
Dato.
Mm-hmm.
Leolamim
Yep.
Lazulato.
Perfect. Thank you. Jane, if you want to read, will you unmute?
So Fet, the dare, the ya.
So let's, we can break that word down. The yo day ah. Yes.
So tarenu.
So under the first letter, which is a samach, there's just the shva, 2 dots. So it's just a
Taranu.
Satarenu.
Satarenu. Mabiyim. Lesof. Davar. Kademato.
Yes. So I just want to be sure the first, so the first word after the comma, mabit. Mabit. Yes, I wasn't sure how you said it, but I'm pretty sure you got that. Thank you. Barbara, I've gone all the way around and I'm back to the beginning.
Gomel, Laish, Hesed, Kami, Follow.
Good.
Noten, Larasha, Ra, Karishato.
Lovely. Mary Ellen, would you like to continue?
Yishlak, Lakates, Yamin, Mishi, Yikenu.
Chenu, yes, Mishi Chenu, perfect.
La.
1 dot under the lamed.
Oh yes, thank you. Yes. Leaf dot. Mock cane.
So the mem, m, and then the chet has its own.
Mikhaye.
Mechake.
So shouldn't that be Michake?
Yes, that's exactly right. Mechake. Okay. Yes, that's exactly right.
Kate, Yeshuato.
Perfect. And I think the reason you know, it's a little confusing is because when they sing it, certain words are being purposely slurred together. But when you read it, you see that one word ends before the next word begins. So I'm not going to sing this line for you because you read it perfectly.
Yeah, no, except for the Mikaki.
You did beautifully. Connie, will you read the last for us?
Mahim Yahaye El Berov Hasto Baruch Ad Shem Tehilato.
Beautiful. Baruch Adei Ad Shem Tehilato. Okay. Adei Ad, yes. All right. Okay. So now we're going to have lovely, I can't remember her name, sing at half speed. Okay. From the top, ladies. If you want to sing, just mute yourself and sing with her. I truly encourage you to do that. I will not. I will just quietly follow along. Okay, here we go. Okay. So what I would suggest you all do, we could do it now, but here's what I was thinking. That, you know, I've already shared this video with you. I can certainly share the link again. That what would be really good for you is to stop her after each line and have her sing it. You pause her, then you sing it. Then you let her continue, right? You know, kind of like what I did with Ashray with all of you, where I sang it, I waited for you, you sang it, then I continued. And do that with her, perhaps at the 50% speed. And then once you're comfortable with that, move her up to the 75% speed and do it again. So that is how you're going to become fluid, how you're going to feel comfortable pronouncing the words correctly and then singing the words with the tune, etc. And also, I will tell you that I did this. I made some notations in my prayer book with a pencil where she runs together, where she puts the emphasis, like, because I was putting the emphasis on certain syllables different. And it could be that I was taught it a different way, or all these years I've just morphed into an inaccurate place of where I'm, you know, putting more emphasis than another. So I wanted to do it the way she does it. So I've put some notations in my prayer book to remind me to drag out this syllable and to go up on this syllable before I link together with the next word and things like that. And that has helped me a lot. So yes, Geraldine.
Could you go back to the go back up to, what is it? Gomel?
Okay.
That's like from the bottom, like 2, 4, 6 lines up from the bottom.
Yes, Gomel Leish Chesed. Yes, I see it.
Yeah. Can you just say that line for me, please?
Sure. Gomel Leish Chesed Kemif Alo.
Oh, so it's Kamif Alo.
Exactly. Kamif Alo.
Okay, finish it, please.
Yes. Other questions?
No, just the rest of that line real quick.
Oh, you want me to finish? Yes. Okay.
Yes.
Notain Larasha Ra Karish Ato. So
okay,
I think it's
thank you.
Gomel Leish Chesed Kemif Alo. Notain Larasha Ra Karish Ato. I think that's
so. It's Kamif Alo or Kamif Alo.
No, Gomel. Let me think. Gomel Leish Chesed Kemif Alo. I put the I draw out the Kamif Alo. Kamif Alo.
Okay.
And I put a line under the ayin. So I would give that the emphasis. That's where she puts the emphasis.
All right, thank you.
You're welcome. Connie, do you have a question?
I did. When I go to this YouTube, I've always done it just on my phone, and I can't find the way to slow her down. What is the symbol? Is it just, if I go to my computer, will I find it?
So I'm going to share my screen again.
Okay. Mary Ellen shaking her head. Yes. Okay.
Okay. So I'm going to show you though. Okay. You can see my screen?
Yep.
Okay. So this is her. She's in here somewhere. I'll just show you.
Yep.
Okay. There she is. So down here at the bottom is this little gear.
Okay.
And you click on the gear for settings, and here it has the playback speed.
Gotcha. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, you can't see that on, you can't see it on the phone.
On the phone.
But on your phone, you'll have 3 vertical dots.
Yeah.
And you go there, and I think that pulls up your different options.
Your choices. Okay. More settings or more options. Yeah. That could be, you know, I always prepare for this class on my computer so I can have it on my computer for all of you. So I don't really, I can't trust these ladies. Don't trust me on that.
And Connie, you can also set that on a loop. So once it goes off, it will go back on again, and you won't go to ads or the next YouTube.
Oh.
So I did that yesterday, just walking on the treadmill. Well,
how do you do that?
Yeah, again in the setting. Can you go back to that?
Yeah. Okay. One second. Give me a second. I'm going to share my screen. I'm
Well,
going to learn something. So go to
we're going to
settings.
become pros here, Mary Ellen.
Well,
Okay.
hold on now. No, watch. I won't be able to find it.
I don't see it.
Okay. No. There is one.
So,
there is and let me go find it. Hold on one second. I'm just going to go over here to because I did that with that Ashray guy too.
Yeah.
Homer Simpson.
Oh, here. I bet it's autoplay maybe.
Autoplay, do autoplay. Yeah, it might be. Mine said continuous loop, but maybe I was in the
Autoplay
YouTube.
on. Well, let's see. So I just put autoplay on. I'm going to,
Okay. No, go to the end.
yeah, I'm going to go to the end. Let's see.
Okay, let's see.
Yeah.
And let's see. Thank you, Sarah. You did a great job. Let's see if she comes on again, or whether this takes us to the next.
Yeah, you might have to
Next
go
in
into
6.
YouTube.
Learn Yigal. This is so. Yeah, this is going to be a different YouTube.
Week we're learning about luck.
Yes. So this is autoplay. So I had turned autoplay off actually, so it wouldn't automatically go to the next YouTube. So that is what takes you to the next YouTube.
Okay. Maybe I was in YouTube, like in the program, and I might have been in the program, but you can't.
Can you go back to settings? Can you go back to the gear again?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And on that, let me see, subtitles quality. Oh, no, I have to do it on mine.
Oh, what's down here? Hold on one second. So what are these 3 dots going to do for us? Yeah, no.
No,
I'm guessing Mary Ellen's right that if you're in the YouTube app, you're going to get more choices than just having it through a browser.
If I find it after class, I'll send it. Okay.
Okay.
But it's helpful if you want to keep listening.
Is that me? What are we hearing, ladies?
That was my Torah reading. My trope I'm learning. I was trying because it's on my phone. So what I'm saying, up here when I'm at the 3 dots when you're on your phone, if you put it up and it comes up a loop video, you can put it on or off.
There you go. That's it. It's
Yeah.
loop, right. So if you put it on a loop, it will continuously go to the end, start again.
Okay.
Right.
Mm-hmm. So what I do to learn it, at night I put it on my forehead and let it loop until the morning.
Wow. That's dedication.
Really. Oh, wow.
Not really.
Osmosis.
Not really.
Excuse me.
No.
Excuse me.
No.
I just sent my son a text. He's a senior manager in YouTube. And I've asked him the most efficient way to do this.
Okay.
So if I get an answer, he may be in a meeting, he may not look at the my text until, this afternoon or something. But if I get an answer, I will send it to Rachel.
Perfect.
Cool.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right, ladies.
I'm going to do Ashray.
We're going to do Ashray. So I have it on my screen. I'm going to share it with you guys. Ashray first half. Share screen. Okay. Let's make it bigger.
Oh. All right, before I just double checked what Geraldine said also on my phone, and that is exactly what happens. The 3 dots, you go and it takes you to loop video and it keeps playing over and over.
Perfect.
And can you set the speed from there too?
Pardon me?
No? Can you set the speed from that?
Oh, that I didn't look at, but I can look at that.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah. Keep going. I'll check it out on my.
Okay. All right. So
for you.
As you all know, I'm not as good at Yigdal as I am at this. I can pick up any line here and know exactly how to sing it. Yigdal, I'm not as good. But anyway, all right. So I'm going to. How about I sing a line? If you all mute yourselves, you then sing the line, and I will then keep going. Unless, of course, you guys want to sing for each other, and you guys can sing a line, and then the next person can sing. No, people are shaking their heads to that. Okay, fine. All right, I'm happy to sing, but you guys, if you need to mute if you're planning on singing after me.
What page in Lev Shalom again?
Lev Shalom 181.
Oh, I should know that. Okay, thank you.
And Sim Shalom, either 420 or 151.
Would rather.
And And yes, Mary Ellen, you can control the speed too. Go into those 3 dots.
Okay, excellent. We found out all kinds of useful information. I'm so glad that you guys are using the video. Thank you. Okay. All right. So if you want to sing, as I say, mute yourselves. I can't mute everyone in this picture mode. I'm relying on you. And I'm going to watch your faces so I can see when your mouths are done, so I'll know when to continue. Ashrei yoshvei beitecha. I'll try to go slower. I'll slow down. Ashrei yoshvei beitecha, od yahalelucha selah. Ashrei yoshvei beitecha, od yahalelucha selah. Ashrei ha'am shekacha lo, Ashrei ha'am she'Adonai Elohav. Tila leDavid, aramimcha Elohai hamelech, va'avarcha shimcha leolam va'ed. B'chol yom avarchecha, va'ahalal shimcha leolam va'ed. Gadol Adonai umhula me'od, veligdulato ein cheker. Dor ledor yishabach ma'asecha, ugvurotecha yagidu. Hadar kevod hodecha, v'divrei niflotecha asicha. Ve'ezuz norotecha yomeru, ugdulatecha asaprena. I'm sorry. Okay. Zecherav tuvcha yabiu, vetzidkatecha yiranenu. Chanun v'rachum Adonai, erech apayim ugdal chased. Tov Adonai lakol, v'rachamav al kol ma'asav. Yoducha Adonai kol ma'asecha, v'chasidecha yevarchucha. I have to switch pages. Sorry. Kevod malchutcha yomeru, ugvuratecha yedaberu. Vehodia lifnei ha'adam gevurotav, uchvod hadar malchuto. Malachutecha malchut kol olamim, umemshaltecha bechal dor vador. Somech Adonai lechol hanoflim, v'zokef lechol hakfufim. Einecho elecha yisaberu, ve'ata noten lahem et achlam be'ito. Poteach et yadecha, umaspia lechol charatzon. Tzadik Adonai bechol drachav, v'chasid bechol ma'asav. Karov Adonai lechol korav, lechol asher yikra'uhu ve'emet. Ritzon Yire'av Ya'aseh, Ve'et Shav'atam Yishma V'Yoshiem. Shomer Adonai et kol ohavav, ve'et kol harshayim yashmid. Tehillat Adonai Yedaber Pi, Veyivarech Kol Basar, Shem Kadsho Leolam Va'ed. Va'anachnu nivarech ya me'ata ve'ad olam. Hallelujah. Okay, unmute. Tell me if you have any questions. I'm going to stop sharing so I can see everybody. Okay.
I don't have a question, but Edith, you got to work with me on this one.
Okay. All right. Edith, I mean, okay. And, you know, I don't know what to tell you guys other than practicing. And obviously I know I didn't send the link for last week's class. I'm happy to send last week's. Of course, I can send this week's. You can find the spot and you can just keep practicing from this video, obviously. I don't have a better answer to you other than practicing. Okay, so now, question, Marjorie?
No, I just said this is a tough one.
Well, you know, it takes practice. It just really takes practice. I got no better answer for you. Okay, so now what we're gonna do, I would like, so I think you guys want a little bit of a break and something that I hope will make you smile. So I want you to turn to the Prayer for the State of Israel in whatever book you have. In Lev Shalem, 178, so just go back a couple of pages. In Sim Shalom, I imagine it's also back just a few pages. It's on either 416 or 149. So back just a few pages from where you have been. And I'm going to share my screen. This is it. Okay. This is a very bad, I mean, it's blurry, but since all of you have a book, it shouldn't really matter. And if I make it any bigger, it's just going to be blurrier. But this is a little boy, an Israeli little boy reading the prayer for the state of Israel. And I love how he reads it. So here we go, ladies. Just follow along in your book. Oops, hold on. He's clearly not loud enough. Oh, maybe it's, that volume is all the way up. Let's see if this helps. I'll go back a teeny bit.
שבשמיים, צור ישראל וגואלו, ברך את מדינת ישראל, ראשית צמיחת גאולתנו, הגן עליה בעברת חסדך, ופרוס עליה סוכת שלומך, ושלח אורך ועמיתך בראשיה, שריה ויוצאיה, ותקנם בעצה טובה מלפניך. חזק את ידי מגני ארץ קודשנו, והנחילם אלוהינו ישועה ועטרת ניצחון תעטרם. ונתת שלום בארץ, ושמחת עולם ליושביה, ונאמר אמן.
Amen.
I thought he was one. So let's try him at a little slower speed. Let's see if I have him. Okay, hold on. Let me slow him down a little bit. Playback speed. I'll do him at 75%. Let's see how he sounds. All right, here we go again.
אבינו שבשמיים, צור ישראל וגואלו, ברך את מדינת ישראל, ראשית צמיחת גאולתנו. הגן עליה בעברת חסדך, ופרוס עליה סוכת שלומך. ושלח אורך ועמיתך לראשיה, שריה ויוצאיה, ותקנם בעצה טובה מלפניך. חזק את ידי מגני ארץ קודשנו, והנחילם אלוהינו ישועה ועטרת ניצחון תעטרם. ונתת שלום בארץ, ושמחת עולם ליושביה, ונאמר אמן.
I just think he's so precious.
Problem, I don't know whether it was a problem with the video or, so he was one word behind.
Right.
Oh,
Yeah, the pointer was not keeping up.
That's correct. That's correct. But that's, you know, each of you has your book. So I agree with you. The speed of the audio and the video are not synced perfectly.
Right, right.
Yeah. But at the same time, with the exception of one word, I think his pronunciation is superb, which is what I want you guys to get out of it and to, you know, and hear how beautifully he has his chet versus his hey, his ha, and his resh. It's all beautiful. Oh my golly, it's so beautiful.
Yeah.
All right. Well, ladies, this was a lovely class. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
So I think next week, it's kind of up to you. We can do essentially what we did this week, but a little quicker. You know, so if we do Ashrei and we do Yigdal, we won't read them first. We'll just jump right in and do the chanting. We'll have more time to then read out loud the prayer for the state of Israel. And actually, it dawns on me, if we don't have to do Birkat HaMazon. There are many online resources for Birkat HaMazon. We could instead do the additional paragraphs of the Shema after the first paragraph. There are 2 more paragraphs. So it's kind of up to you what you want to work on. And feel free to let me know. Who's speaking?
Is that the Vahamata?
Yeah, V'ahavta is the first paragraph after the Shema. We could review that and then add on to that, but it's kind of up to you. Lenore, Lenore, you have to unmute, hon. I can't hear you.
I would like to learn Birkat better.
Okay. We will do the short version. And I will tell you that I have yet to find this. There are a lot of nuances where people include things or don't include things when they're doing the short version. So, but nevertheless, I'm proficient at it. I am happy to go over it with all of you. Okay. Anybody else?
Okay.
All right. Well, Shabbat Shalom. I hope it's a lovely weekend for everyone.
How long does our class go?
Well, so technically, I think we're going to at least June 3rd, but we could even go to June 10th. It's kind of up to us.
Okay. And then even though we don't have to take another class, we could take another class if we wanted to, right?
I believe you could take intermediate because you haven't taken intermediate yet. So absolutely.
Okay.
But I'm just going to warn you that I think it will be a repeat of many of these prayers, but you know, different teachers do it differently. Some of the teachers do more translation and I think talking about the meaning of the prayer and word roots and things like that. Particularly perhaps in intermediate, they try to build more vocabulary than we focused on.
Okay. And do you ever teach intermediate?
I have not yet taught intermediate.
Okay.
So I
Would
have.
you like us to be your first class for intermediate?
Yeah, I'm worried I'll let you down. I don't know.
I doubt that very
possible.
much.
Yeah, I know you guys want to stay together, and I do love spending my morning with you. I have to think about it. I have to talk to some of the other teachers.